And you're watching The Never Show, where we hate that coppa thing, but we got to do what we got to do to get you a movie review. Hey, how's it going, YouTube friends? It's me, your one feverishly furry boy, Never. Back at you again, eternally scarred and sick in the worldwide ick with the world gone crazy. So you need an escape. My show is here for you. Yes, it is the only show with lemon-scented limes, lest I forget, and the only show with a supernatural, super awesome third eye, which is a terrible joke, and we need to stop telling it. But if you did, laugh! Then thank you. It's Wednesday again, and for this time, we're doing something different, so I hope you like it. Thank you for clicking that subscribe button and that little bell icon and letting me become a part of your YouTube experience. With that said, let's get into a couple of movies, shall we? And today's first movie is Dracula, the original living vampire. It's between $3 and $6, depending on where you buy it. It's basically another Van Helsing clone. It's directed by Maximilian Enfield, and I literally was just done with this the minute I paid for it. It's unrated. It's basically the most trash next rip-off of Van Helsing again. I'm tired of these just spewed forth from the power book of most, Hollywood writers. It's terrible. Next up is Monster Family 2. I reviewed Monster Family 1 a while back, and I was unaware that this film had even come out. It came out October of last year, which I'm sorry I missed it. It's about $4, depending on where you get it. It's fairly well liked. It is good. It does suffer from the sequelitis. I've reviewed the first one. It isn't as good as the first one. And I'm going to say this up front because we've hit this a lot lately. Is it me, or are movies of certain qualities of, digital animation biodegrading? Easy stuff here and very easy writing, and it suffers heavily. It's definitely a pass for me. It's from director Holger Tepp. I've never heard of him before. It's from Emblem Entertainment and a lot of other places. Sky Cinema, which I think they did the original. I just wish they would have kind of didn't throw everything out for the love story on this one. And our next film is Ice Age, The Adventures of Buck Wild. Simon Pegg is back, but none of the usual cast from, the previous ones. And it's a Disney Plus thing, and you're paying, $15 for Disney Plus. Director is John C. Dukin. I wanted to see this. Again, digital animation is slowly boiling down to either very good or very bad, and it's sort of degrading. It's distributed by Walt Disney Pictures, and I don't see Disney making a lot of money back on this. It is 4 out of 10 and a 23% on Rotten Tomatoes. And they've lost all the people who made this, special and intimate and funny. And it's just, seat fillers now and, 1 star instead of, a host of stars. And Ice Age is a good franchise, but eventually you got to let it go. And it just, no offense to Simon Pegg. I love what he does, but the animation was severely lacking. And it's just biodegraded trash again. The Requiem. It's about $7, and you can watch it on YouTube, so that's a little bit easier on you. It's a 2.4 out of 10 and a 60% on Rotten Tomatoes. And its biggest problem is Alicia Silverstone and James Tupp are very unlikable in this. Lee Van Geet directed on this. He's done quite a few foreign films that I've never heard of. And I just don't have a point of reference to say that this is a bad Van Geet film or a good one. Sharks in this movie are not Jaws. You're not getting Jaws. You're not getting that. And the whole tidal wave in Vietnam thing seems a little eh. And them floating around in a villa on the ocean just doesn't seem very plausible. It's just not very good, and it was very hard to watch, and I'm going to admit that I bailed on this one as well. Our final movie, because I felt like if we can't get a good one, we'll at least go back and get something that was well rated. And Last Duel, oh my gosh. It's a rated R film. It's 2 hours and 32 minutes. It's a 7.4 on IMDb and a 85% on Rotten Tomatoes. And I hated this. Ridley Scott is a great director. He does great movies, but I just hated this. Nicole Fossenter and Ben Affleck and Matt Damon, along with Adam Driver, drag this story out far too long. It's 2 hours of brutal, and you have to re-witness the adult thing that, we don't talk about on YouTube. And it's, when people do bad things to other people in an adult way. And you have to watch that scene over and over again, and it's ingrained into your thing, and it's just so hard to watch. Getting to that whole duel with Matt Damon and Adam Driver, it just drug on and on and on and on, and it is just impossible to watch. I don't want to see this again either. I don't really want to see any of the films this week. I'm really hoping that, and this is me being generous, that Jackass Forever is something that is at least a turn on for me. Because this was not. This was really, really hard week to watch any movies. And if you've noticed, a lot of the big movie reviewers on YouTube have kind of shied away from the content this week, as there is not a lot of usable content. But I'm going to give it to you honest. And I just want to see what CinemaSins does on all these films. And I'm sorry for making you wait so long for Last Duel. I did want to see this. It just took this long to see it. With that said, I can't give these films any more justice than I already have. If you like what you see in here, make sure you hit that like button. Likes and views are how YouTube works now. It's not the way I like it. It's just the way it is. And all comments are 100% guaranteed response. Yes, I do get back to you if you comment. They're the highlight of my day. Thank you for challenging me, and thank you for just commenting. It does help a lot. And with that said, I do have to ask, I have an Amazon, I have a Patreon. It's not without your support that keeps this channel afloat. Thank you for your support. It helps ever so much to cover the expenses and all the things that are going wrong here. And I don't know how I do without you. Thank you for supporting my American dream. And with all that said, for a final time, well, thank you for watching. Some nonsense. And if you want to see more of it, hit that subscribe button and that little bell icon.
Ring-a-ding-ding.
And I will see you all in the next movie review. Bye.